How you doing?
I gotta say big dogs. There's two big dogs coming in. One sec. What's good, my G? How you, brother?
So it feels better.
Okay.
But it's still definitely tender. Like I just hit my
location
foot.
hasn't changed.
So again?
Location hasn't changed, right?
No.
Okay. Same location. It has gone better. Walking's been better. Have you been running?
No.
Okay, fair, which makes sense.
Yeah. I have been running. I was waiting till I got word from you.
Exercise you've been sticking consistent with?
Exercise I've been doing.
Rolling the bottom of the foot or not?
Yeah, rolling the bottom of the foot has definitely made a huge difference.
Okay.
That's the big key factor.
Okay, and right now walking is okay.
I did like a light run yesterday at the end of my workout. I did 2 4-minute runs.
Okay, at like you pick the pace?
Very easy pace.
Okay.
Very comfortable pace. But the thing is, I don't know if it's lack of warming up my Achilles.
So I think that the Achilles will start opening up once we start getting the foot better. But I do also think that right now, what we have to do to just kind of almost overcompensate for the Achilles getting tighter is start adding in a little bit more soleus or Achilles type stretch. Adding it into the routine, working on that, because I don't want you to try being overly conscious of your gait, because if you are overly conscious of it, it'll get to the point where you'll throw more things off in your rhythm, then you'll improve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
But biggest thing to it is once we figure out the foot and we get that better, then the Achilles will start opening up a little bit more because you're not going to be compensating the way you stride. Don't let this kind of be the hiccup that lasts a couple months and then we're like midsummer and you just want to get to a training plan because you haven't rehabbed it properly all the way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree. Alright, what's up YouTube? So another day in the life video. You guys got to see the Miami video last week and how we did for the HYROX race. Shout out to every single one of you guys that did watch the video because the views have been booming for that one. We're back with Dr. Omid, as you obviously see in the beginning of this. Omid's doing some fine tuning. I look like a slab of meat right now.
Yeah.
Realistically, my low back and my foot.
Bro's done, man. Bro's ready for retirement right now.
Yeah.
He's good. Where's the RSP for that one? Okay, bro, I want you to bend forward, okay? So as you keep your legs extended as is, just bend forward slowly for me, okay? A little bit slower, down, good. That's sort of pacing. Good, a little bit more. Let me know when you get to your end range. That's it?
Nope.
Oh, you got more, huh?
That's it.
Up, back up. Up slowly, good. Good. Perfect, face me. Keep your left hand on your thigh. Left hand. I just want to see a side bend from you. Come over to this side. Okay.
More restriction.
More restriction?
Yeah.
You feel more restriction on the right side or left side?
Right side.
That same area.
That same area.
Okay, can you do the last movement? I want you to kind of keep your hands on your hips. Up towards the ceiling. How does that feel?
Feels good.
It feels good?
Yeah.
Okay, did it feel restricted or no?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, can I get you on the bed? Can I get you on your stomach, please?
You guys seen in the last video?
Not Dr. Omen. This guy's trolling me every day.
So I said Mr. Omen now. That's
He's
why.
been saying Dr. Omen. I hope YouTube understands that this guy's trolling me, bro. I'm not referring to myself as Dr. Omen.
There you go. But Omid's gonna do some treatment. Obviously, this is my first time seeing him post-race. My foot has been feeling better ever since he treated it and taped it up. So those are good signs, and obviously showing you credibility that he knows what he's doing. But now he's checking out my foot, seeing how it is. But now I just have some lower right back area pain, and that's just because I've been sitting a lot from like the flights and all that stuff. So I'm gonna get some treatment with Omid, and then after that do a dial, and then a little bit more. Right now, this is like, you guys have been seeing me get more treatment, and I'm emphasizing on it more, not because of age. Well, yeah, it is actually.
Age, but also proactiveness, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like, we know that issues aren't here, but we're looking at like the OGs, like the unks in the game, and we're seeing them in their 30s and injuries are happening left and right. We're like, okay, we'll use this as an example, as a benchmark of what we don't want. So it's like, how can we kind of take good care of the body now just so we can compete more? Because realistically, when you're pushing yourself, when that dial is happening, at the end of the day, you're getting to the point where you're starting to teeter-totter into injury realms, right?
Yeah.
That's what naturally happens when you want to perform.
Yeah.
When you want to perform, you're pretty much taking your body to its max capacity.
Right.
So it's like, when I take my body to max capacity, how can I minimize the chance of injury? Injuries aren't going to happen when you're sitting at your desk and you're not pushing yourself at the gym. They're going to happen when you want to perform and you want to push your limits of what that would be.
But I'd rather not sit at a desk.
100%.
and continue moving.
You
Cause bro,
have
if
to.
you just sit at a desk, like it's crazy. It's night and day. I have a lot of friends who I grew up with, who were in like the best shape in high school, and we switched roles. I started doing more of the fitness stuff. Obviously, that turned out to be my career, and a lot of my homies who are working office desk jobs, and bro, like they're just out of shape. They're just simply out of shape, and I'm a true believer if like you can combat old age and all that stuff through exercise and eating healthier, I'd rather take that route. Straight up, I'm not doing this for any like publicity in the sense of like, oh yo, here's Omid, blah blah, he's treating me, blah blah blah. You know how social media works. People go on socials and they're like, hey, I'm getting a promo off of this or whatever, and they're gonna post about it. I never want to do that for you guys because you guys have been completely loyal since day one, and anything I show on here is completely from the heart. So like if I say, yo, I see Omid and Omid's been helping me out, genuinely, he's the right guy to go to. So if you're in Toronto, he's obviously the guy to see. I'm not trying to flirt and make him smile right now.
Don't gas me up.
But I'm being dead serious. And the reason why I go see Omid is Omid does things very similar to what I do, right? Like I don't want to just go to any chiropractor or any physiotherapist. I want to go to someone who's also in the field that I'm in. So we both run. Obviously, he's a significantly faster runner than I am, but we both do the dials. He's competing in his HYROX. But it really helps because then he really understands the field that I'm in, and it just makes it easier. So if you're a runner, if you're someone that's doing HYROX or just doing the hybrid style of training, definitely see Omid.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
What it is, man.
Now we cue in the discount code.
10% off the code JEFFG.
Holy.
You know how sticky it get, ayy. You know how sticky it get, ayy. You know how sticky it get, ayy. She want me to play with that cat, ayy. She love how I make it on wet, ayy. You know how sticky it get, ayy. Hey yo, Eric, bring them girls to the stage, cause somebody's getting paid. And free big slime out the cage. And shorty try to play it cool, but now she wish she would've stayed, cause every song that I made.
I'm going at a 4-minute pace. There's less ground contact time than if I'm going at a 7-minute pace, which essentially means that if this is an impact related injury and we have more ground contact time, it can potentially not be worse, but it can be comparable, I guess. Comparable to if you're going faster. The biggest thing to it is, do I think you can kind of run this half marathon? Yes. But I would want you to use today's run as like a litmus test. Go for today's run, see how it is. Because realistically, if you go for a 7-8K run and you're noticing, okay, the heel's a little bit more buggy tomorrow, I feel it with my walks. Do I think that I'd be confident with you running and there not being pain afterwards? No. But do I think that you can still kind of afford yourself to go on this run and then worry about recovery afterwards? Potentially, depending on how today's run goes.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sure. Later, brother.
Big G, I'll see you, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Take care, boys. Enjoy your weekend,
Jordan.
okay? Yes, MJ. You know what it is.
Moving on to the workout segment of this vlog. Before we head to the gym, I just want to share with you guys my pre-workout stack, and this is exactly what I do before every workout. So about 30 minutes before the gym, I make sure I get 1 scoop of creatine, 1 scoop of the Essential Performance. Essential Performance is basically a pre-workout non-stim because I don't want to feel overstimulated. I like to get my caffeine from my coffees and my Bum Energies. Also, what I include is 1 packet of this, or 1 scoop if you get the big pack, the raw fuel. So this is a carb, electrolyte, and sugar complex that I like to add into my bottle for my pre-workout. So this is gonna be like the perfect hybrid stack, in my opinion. And I always like to put it in about 1 liter of water. If you have 500 milliliters of water and you mix all this in, it's gonna be way too sweet. So I like to put it in a bigger bottle, add water into it, and that's my go-to pre-workout. So code JEFFG, and the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because of the fact I want you guys to dial the fuck in this year and dial in correctly with the right formulas and no bullshit. All right, so we just got to Unity. Today, I have a special guest because everyone's been loving him. So don't blow up his head too much, but Mr. Road to Glow himself.
Run that back.
No,
Run that back.
no. Alright,
What's
so
up,
yo,
guys?
we're gonna dial in, and what's really jokes is LJ's rocking Glorious for his workout, and I'm gonna be rocking his brand, which is Road to Glow, as you can see it here. You see the reflective in the back, because like, you know, like the little spine design. And then road to glow in the front, right here. But that's my love right there, because he pulled up.
Hello.
He's rocking glorious. I'll rock road to glow. Go support my boy. But little fit breakdown, road to glow, cut off. The free delivery, better than Uber Eats. Gymshark 2-in-1 run shorts. These are honestly my favorite at the moment. Got my compression socks and my Saucony Endorphin Speeds. Today we're gonna be doing a little HYROX build. So it's a engine building focused workout. So we're gonna do some runs, ski ergs, some box jumps and all that stuff. So we're gonna go do that. So I'm gonna basically break down the whole workout. So it's a HYROX focused workout. That doesn't mean we're doing a full simulator. Again, for all you guys, I've learned the hard way. You should not be doing a full simulator every single week. You should be doing exercises that build up each station. So ideally today we're gonna focus on the erg stations and then obviously doing some strength work as well. So anything to really build up like that sled pull, build up that sled push, build up your time with the ski erg and the row erg and all that stuff is very essential. This is gonna be the workout from the Glorious Coaching Program right here. And we're gonna follow that template. And yeah, we're gonna get it going. This will warm up, 3 minutes long, 1 minute, on and off. So when you're doing the movement, it's like a ball slam. When you're doing the ball slams like this, you don't want to squat on it because you don't want to burn out your legs too much when you're doing the ski erg. So really focus on that pull with a hinge and not dipping your chest too far forward. So focus on the hinge when you pull down and thrust your hips forward when you bring the cable back up. And when you're doing it, it's ideal to really use those lats. So you pull down, engage those lats, and go back up. Second exercise we're gonna do, working on some power and some explosiveness. We're gonna do some barbell cleans.
So is it like a hinge focus?
Yeah. Oi! Oh, there you go. That was better. It's like the Ocho Ocho. Fun fact, LJ won the Ocho Ocho contest in the Philippines when he went to go visit in 2014. Crazy shit. You live in the mountains, no?
Yeah.
Oi! Get under, get under, get under, get under. Press up, stand up tall. Oh yeah. That's it.
Damn. Going back to road to IFBB Pro.
Ideally, when you're doing this too, you want to use flat shoes. We both didn't get the memo. It's all good. You still move. Oi, there you go. That was a good one. Keep your heels down there. Keep your heels down when you're pressing. Let's go. You got it. Road less travel. Let's get it. Come on. Dial in. Hinge. Good. Strong.
Shit's hard, man.
About one more round. How's that
4?
feel?
Probably should have started lighter to get a feel for it, but it's fine.
This is light.
I know, but like, first time cleaning.
Huh?
First time cleaning.
You're not a cleaner, eh? You ever watch, what's that book? Relentless by Tim S. Grover. You wanna be a cleaner, you wanna be a bitch. Something you wanna be a bitch, you wanna be a cleaner, bro. Michael Jordan was a cleaner, Kobe Bryant was a cleaner, Dwayne Wade was a cleaner.
What's cleaner?
A cleaner is someone that gets it done. So you gotta get it fucking done, buddy. Tim S. Grover. Get it done. It's not 8-8 2014 Filipinas.
2014.
Yo, LJ, all jokes aside, seriously, I actually want to be a serious guy this time. LJ is a coach. He's doing social media, he's growing it, and he owns a brand called Road to Glow, which is a part of his coaching and his merch business.
Road to Glow, I did my first competition. Bro, you asked me to say this story if I'm not gonna say it. So Road to Glow, what it means is, you know, road to the glow up. You know, I did my first competition, I won it, I fell in love with fitness, I fell in love with the journey, and I think that's what it's about, you know, finding enjoyment in the journey and what it takes to the glow up, as opposed to just the end result. You know, you learn a lot about yourself, and that's what I try to preach for, you know, people around me, my clients, and yeah, similar to Jeff, we just like to dial in, and I feel like that's why we're good homies. We just love to fucking work hard and yeah, glow up and dial the fuck in, you know?
So next segment of the workout is gonna be a superset. So we're doing single arm landmine presses. We're gonna do 10 per side. Then after that, we're gonna do a burpee, box hop over, burpee, and we're doing that for 10. So 10 on each arm, then 10 for the burpee, box jumps. So let's get it. This training program is supposed to build me up for a race I'll be doing in November. It's gonna be in Chicago. Haven't disclosed what my goal is for that, but I'll be doing a HYROX race in Chicago in November. And we fucking grind. And we keep building the engine. Moving on to the next segment of the workout. This is another superset. So we're gonna do a sled pull. We're gonna do 10 rows one way using the TRX, and then we're gonna do some dumbbell thrusters for 15 full rounds. And then we're gonna finish off with some treadmill work. so that wraps up the workout for the segment of the video. I'm prepping for something big this year for HYROX, keeping it under ropes because I just want to make sure I prep for it and stay focused. My brother LJ, he obviously crushed it. How you feeling?
Feeling good. We got Toronto HYROX coming up, so I try to stay dialed for that.
That seems like he's selling an ad on Instagram.
What do you mean, bro?
Bro, I just asked you how you're feeling. Like,
I said I feel good.
oh, I feel good. The home is 800 square feet. It's one of those vibes, bro. Just chill.
I'm
Keep it chill.
talking, all right.
Like, act as if you're FaceTiming your girl right now. Like, you gotta be chill.
Yeah, it's a good workout, shorty.
Anyways, we're gonna cut to the next scene. I'm gonna go make some food at home and then talk to you more about what the plans are for this year. All right, so I have a special box for you, and you guys are gonna be the first ones to hear about it. But Thrive is a meal prep service that I do currently work with, and I've been working with them for over a year now. Thrive has been doing me so good. Meals are awesome. They have different options, and it's a high protein source to get when it comes down to not having enough time to cook, or you just don't want to break the bank and spend money at restaurants and all that. We are doing an exclusive collab, Glorious and Thrive. It's the first time Thrive has ever done it. It's the first time that Glorious has ever done this. We're gonna be sharing meals that I love to eat. So we are coming out with a few options. I can't disclose that just yet. Just wanted to share with you guys the exclusive news that we will be presenting after this YouTube video. And I can't wait for you guys to get access to the Glorious box. So the Glorious box is gonna have high protein options, my favorite meals, and yeah. All right, so now the boring part. I find it boring because I hate hearing myself speak, and I find that I speak very monotone. Can't really fix it, it's just who I am. But little life update, you guys got to see the HYROX race. You guys got to see my trip in Florida, whether it be Florida trip raw, and then obviously Gina's Gymshark Florida trip. I've given you guys a good glimpse of like, okay, these are the highlights that's currently going on in 2025. But now I gotta shift my focus on preparation. So later this year, I do want to take part in a solo race in November. That will be in Chicago. I can't disclose what my finish time is going to be. I'm just going to have fun and kill it, but I do need to do proper preparation for it. And the reason why is one thing I do lack is speed. Obviously with the size I do have, I'm almost breaking 200 pounds. In order for me to achieve a goal, especially when it comes down to my fitness goals, I need to make sure I have a structured plan. The same way I do it for my online coaching clients, the same way I help them succeed, I need to succeed for myself and follow a plan as well. So the next few months is gonna be all prep mode. I've done enough traveling. Aaron could even agree too. We've been traveling every month since 2025 started, and it's crazy because growing up I always was like, yo, I want to have that life and privilege to be traveling all the time, but I feel like I got to that point of hitting a wall of like, yo, I just need to be focused on growing my coaching business, growing my merch business, doing more for my community within Toronto, and I just actually need to focus on building myself when it comes down to my fitness goals. Now I could really understand the people who work a busy 9 to 5 and like, hey, I don't have time for XYZ. It's not an excuse to just accept. Like, you gotta understand, like, you know what? Let me put that on the side. Let me make time for myself. But what to expect in the next few weeks, definitely wanna be going back to the drawing board for the next drop for Glorious, showing you guys more of like, what I do for my coaching clients and how I program their stuff, and the importance of the resources and tools I do provide for them. Merch is something that is a priority of mine. And the only reason why it's been delayed onto my next drop is obviously I want to make sure everyone received their previous orders. I want to branch off outside of just doing the lifestyle tees. Lifestyle tees are still going to be there. I love it. I want to branch off and start doing more athleisure wear. A lot of people have been making comments like, yo, you got to make this an athleisure, you got to make a section for athleisure wear, just because I do actually dial all the time. So I'm pretty much making clothes for my dials, and that's exactly what I do all the time. So it's just taking some time to find the right pieces for me to wear. It's gonna come soon, and when I say come soon, you guys will probably get a peek of it in May. And it's gonna be an exciting one. Chicago is going to be a solo HYROX race that I committed to earlier this year. And the reason why I want to do a solo, even Gina, my girlfriend, has even told me, she's like, yo, you should do a solo race. I'm like, I don't know if I want to. Like, I feel like it's a little too much for what I'm used to. I like the fact that I could do it with someone, also go into a training block with someone and do the race with someone. I definitely should take the new route of going and doing a solo race to see where my fitness level is really at. That's why I love HYROX. Like, even cousin Aaron went to go go watch his first HYROX race, film his first HYROX race in Miami, and he loved the environment. And what's cool about it is like, you're not racing against anybody, you're racing more so for like your time that you want to beat previously, or a goal set time that you want to hit. And that's what makes HYROX beautiful. It's not like a running race where you have to beat someone, you just got to beat yourself. And the reason why I'm choosing Chicago as a race is it's in November. That gives me from now until then, that's about like 5 months, 5 to 6 months of training. But I hope you guys enjoyed this day in the life vlog. See you at the next one. I hope you enjoy this one. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.